attitude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. The Dome, home to the Orange in Syracuse University. As we'll see, the number 16 team in the country, the Miami Hurricanes, taking on another team from the ACC, the Syracuse Orange. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollock, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. Syracuse will kick off and we'll be underway. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So Miami's offense will go on the attack first. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Well, they should, because these guys can take the top off the defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team, I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, David, have proven they can make circus-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open, they're open. I mean, they can make the dynamic catches, the contested catches. They have the speed. They are two of the best playmakers in all of the country. So whenever an offense has the football today, you're going to like the show.
To the ground with the back. Breaks into the open. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
This running back in the Miami backfield is deadly because of his speed. He's so elusive. You get the feeling like he could score any single time he has the ball. He gives the offense a lot of balance, but he gives them that home run ability too.
And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
And the Canes look to keep this drive humming. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Touchdown, Canes! They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off. Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone, because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. He's not even going to make it to the 20, much less the 25. He'll mark it out of bounds at the 18. The Orange offense will get its first chance now. Guys, if you listen closely, I think you can hear the jawing going already between this quarterback and wide receiver. What a matchup, Jesse, it's going to be between those two.
You know, so many people have already been talking about this individual one-on-one matchup, David, and it's going to be happening out on an island all game long. The receiver's got speed, he's got game-breaking ability, catching the football, can climb the ladder. He's going up against one of the best shutdown corners in the game. I cannot wait to watch this.
Yeah, and he's got the speed to stay with him and the instincts, and he's been so great out wide in every game. This is a huge test. This is a Sunday test. Two NFL guys going at it to see who's going to take home the prize.
Looking to fire. He'll throw it. The short hands. It's Johnson. They bring him down with the big play. Will move the sticks.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
What a play by this defense. Stepped out of bounds right at the 17-yard line after the pick.
And what a great job by the defense that time. Cover one, man coverage. And did you see how everybody was impressed? When you press receivers, you disrupt their timing. You get your hands on them at the line of scrimmage. You jam them. And it completely disrupts the quarterback and his thought process. And that time, that was a big reason that ball got INT.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Guys, they're really starting to find a rhythm in conference play now. They'll try to keep it going through the rest of this ACC slate.
I think it's really important because they're building confidence early in the season. There were a lot of expectations on this team to play well, and they've been doing that. Obviously, David, they've got bigger challenges ahead.
Yeah, in the conference play, obviously you want to see that continue to grow. The confidence, the familiarity with each other within, obviously, is a lot of time that's a big deal. The rivalries that come with it. So, great start, a lot of positive momentum built for this squad.
And he's knocked down, but there's also laundry on the field. We'll see what the officials have called. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this third and long. Oh, and he just fucking dropped it. You do not see this guy do that very often. It'll be fourth down. They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. Just drives it between the uprights. And that will extend their lead even further. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Penn State delivered the knockout blow, and I think the defense might have been the story here. LeVar Arrington, Shane Conlon, Jack Ham. There's another stud there at linebacker U. All that speculation all week, and now we know. Something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Gives it on the option. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
Syracuse with a major problem and a long way to go on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. Syracuse will be forced to punt. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. Slips through the line. Well, they finally stopped him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They built a quick double-digit lead now to try to get this offense really humming. The run from the shotgun. Turning it on. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the 1st down.
And a great job by the offensive line. You're going to run the ball right at the middle. You better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get in the space and make the big game.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
A lot of times with these RPOs, you see linebackers so slow. They don't want to mess up. Not on this one. Watch the defense attack downhill. Go get the running back. Get a tackle for a loss.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Hurricanes have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Trying to pound it in. He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of Pater. The Canes are in the hurry-up. Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll run it on 3rd and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Hurricanes. No mid-season doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in week 6. And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17.
And how about this offensive line? 3rd and goal, you gotta have it. They flew off of the ball. They got some push. They made that easy on their running back to score that touchdown.
The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. Trying the left side. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
They just have not been able to get this guy going. They've thrown it to him over and over again here in the first quarter, and QB and him just not able to link up. The defense knew that was where this guy was going to be looking, but these two, they've got to find a way to get on the same page.
Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
Man, what a great break on the football. Nice job seeing it, squeezing. A lot of those defensive guys, man, they don't have great hands all the time, but you always, always remember your first interception. They'll always remember this moment.
From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run, not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carry.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Miami.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They are going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. The give to the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
That defense is about getting off the football. And when that defensive line can be disruptive and get in the backfield right away and mess up those pullers actions on those counter plays, it can be really advantageous for the defense. Great job by the defense being hyperactive.
Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Didn't really get a chance to get started on that return, but he has set him up at the 41-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. Unleashes one. Complete to the right. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And that big gainer on the last one has them threatening from inside the 10. Off play action on first down. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Cuse! Quick strike through the air for the score.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. They've been gashed by the proverbial buzzsaw, now to try to find a way to fight back into this game. Safe with a shovel pass. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but makes life really easy on me on second down.
Looking for a huge play. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
Syracuse lines up on 3rd and short. They'll try to get the first through the air. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. And here comes the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Fields the punt and looking for daylight. He gets a block. Bottled him up. Not a whole lot of room to run on that return, and that's how this period will come to an end. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Miami is on top. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. They've got a first down here to open the period. Handoff from the gun. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep.
Oh, he's got some space. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down. And the Canes want to crank the tempo.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down. And listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
Finds a little bit of room. Give him a couple down to the 23.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Here we go. They'll move the tight end. Leaves it with the back. Got enough space. Touchdown, Hurricane. And they take it in for 6 more points.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man downfield. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Grabs it in the middle. And a big gain there. He's knocked down immediately at the 45. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far. Starting to get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Catch in the middle. It's Carson. They'll get him stopped at the 34. He's got 10 yards on that one and a 1st down.
Well, he was putting up big numbers coming into this one. We knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often. And with that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
Off the play fake on 1st down. To throw. Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play. You know, when you get off to a tough start in conference play like these guys have, sometimes the temptation is just to try to get through it, play out the string. How can they turn it around?
Well, they just need to put a game together in all 3 phases for 4 quarters, and they haven't been able to do that yet this year, especially, David, when they've gotten an ACC play.
Yeah, and they've struggled. It's not the start they wanted, but what a coach is talking about. Like, when you get some adversity, how are you going to respond? And how do we finish the second half of the season so we can... for the future. It's not pretty, it's not fun, but let's finish strong throughout this conference play.
Syracuse needs to come up with a big 3rd down play to keep the drive going. Quickly out to the tight end. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker.
That's just a very easy, comfortable throw for the quarterback. He knows he has his big target, the tight end, running across the field on the drag. Nice play.
He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Fires to the wideout. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt. Leaves it with the running back. Cross the 30 to the 35, and that's a gain of 6. And the Hurricanes with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Give to the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going. It squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. Gets it to the back. Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49. And the Canes will snap it on 1st and 10. They go to the ground. Make the stop at the 40, but it's a 10-yard gain and a fresh set of downs. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Hurricanes are on the move. Looking to throw on 1st down. He's going to run it. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
He gets the job done, picking up the 1st down, then getting down.
Most offensive coordinators want to be really aggressive on 2nd and short. And I love the quarterback here. He drops back the pass thinking being aggressive. Nothing available. Scramble. Give me an easy 1st down.
3-yard pickup. They come to the line, 2nd and 7. Leaves it with the back. What powerful running, just driving the pile forward for everything he could get. He'll be just a few inches short. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. On 3rd and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the 1st down. Motion from the wideout. A 1st down run on the doorstep. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage and getting running.
Touchdown, Miami! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And the offense continues to run the football. The 2nd rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes. Continue to feed this man the ball.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
We've been talking about this Big 12 showdown all week, guys. Let's show you how things played out. Houston came away with the win today, but not in dominant fashion. In fact, the folks at H-Town had to sweat things out for much of the 2nd half. Could have been better, but certainly could have been worse. Just another week in the Big 12 where anything can happen on any given Saturday. As we send things back to you guys.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Didn't get much done on that 1st play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Johnson. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Hauls it in. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Looking downfield on 1st down. Here's a heat. Gets rid of it. On target. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. Looking to throw again. Bought a little time, lets it go. Got it in the middle, it's Johnson. Brought down at the 38. It's a pickup of 10 and a 1st down.
And that's why this running back's a big weapon here, right? Because not only can he run the ball, but he can catch it too. Even running flat routes when you know the ball's going to be in the air a long way, he can adjust to it and make something good happen after the catch. And quite honestly, they need him because they've thrown a couple of picks now in this game. They've got to find a way to get this guy more involved.
We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Orange just need to get some of that yardage back here on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. He put it out there for him, and the senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection.
Well, that's just a miss by the quarterback. That's a simple slant route. That ball's got to be thrown out in front or put in the face mask of the receiver. Bad throw by the QB.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. This ball is picked off in the end zone, but no, he's out of bounds. The quarterback very fortunate to get away with that throw. They kick it away on 4th down. Signals for the fair catch, and that's where they'll put it in play just outside the 20. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the 1st half. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. There he goes. Discards him with the stiff arm. And how much running room have they been able to find on the ground? Man, are they piling up some gaudy rushing stats. The Canes, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Right back to the well. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Canes.
And man, the defense really needed to stop there. They needed to create some momentum, get the ball back to the offense before the half. But the offense does their job, and they continue to pile on, continue to create momentum. There's going to have to be some questions answered at half with this squad because it's been a struggle in the first half.
The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be concerned. If we're a little bit down, listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. Offense gets set for second down. Here we go. The give to the tailback. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? Syracuse right back at it. Defense not showing press coverage. Grab near the marker. It's Carson. They corral him out of bounds. Mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going. Syracuse ready to go to work with another first down. Wants to go up top on first down. He's going to fire deep. And it falls incomplete, but that could have been disastrous. A defender was right there.
I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now, why they're trailing on the scoreboard, is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help.
Breaks into the open. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Looking to throw on first down. He makes the grab. Chopping up this defense, and they've got it all the way down to the 23. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Final seconds of the first half, and they'll try to put up 3. He splits the uprights. And they'll put 3 on the board, but the deficit remains huge. And the Canes will kick it off to start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. What could go wrong? Did in the first half, and they start this third quarter at the bottom of the mountain.
Man, that was bad. That was a frying pan to the head. That was a TKO. It was awful in the first half. Flush it. I got to start doing something right. I got to find some positives. I get the ball first to start this possession, try to put a scoring drive together.
The only thing you can do at this point offensively is just make sure your best players are touching the football as often as possible. You recruited these guys, you got guys out of the portal, you put your faith in them to make plays. This is a time to go out and do it.
We've seen this offense click and hum, and it's not clicking. Something's a little bit off, and I like the deep shot down the field. At least it wasn't an interception, but they got to find a way in this O to manufacture some first downs and some passing yards because everything's been difficult today.
Finds a soft spot in the middle. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. The Orange will have to punt. Looks it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. Man, oh man, did that coverage team have its hands full. Well, not full because they didn't get a hand on him for quite a while. Great return there. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Here's the handoff. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
No doubt offense wants to keep running the football to win this game, but I'm wondering if they're starting to go to the well too often. You got to start showing some new rhythms here in the second half.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Makes the grab. And he'll be tackled, but there is a flag on the field.
Hold on. Offense.
That penalty cost them a 3rd down conversion, and now they'll have to try it from a little farther away. Here on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Quick screen to the speedster outline. The stop is made right at the 36-yard line. The defense coming up big on 3rd down. They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. And that is no good. Guys, after this dominating performance, I guess the head coach wanted to be able to yell at the special teams coordinator.
Hey, sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like... Field goal, miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some... Scoreboard there.
Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. Bringing the heat. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
And if this offense wants to get back in the football game, it starts up front. Like, they've got to do a better job of protecting their quarterback. A 3rd down and long situation coming up. They'll have another opportunity. They got to keep their quarterback up on.
Throws to the wideout. Complete in the middle. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
To the air on 2nd down. They're setting up the screen. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And you're trying to get the ball to the running back quick and let him get some space, but there was absolutely no space. They penetrated quickly, and they got him before he could even get going.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Syracuse will send out the punt team. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. And that one will bounce and roll out of bounds. Let's see exactly where they mark it. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. You want to talk about taking the wind out of your sails, drive the ball down the field, and miss the field goal, David.
You know what? Don't leave it up to kickers. Execute better offensively. I think you move the ball nice. You got to keep that in mind. But, Palmer, I think you got to stay aggressive and don't settle for field goals. Yeah,
because you got to know there's just no margin for error right now. You just have got to be able to execute at a higher level.
And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. With jet sweep pass. Quick spin on the run. Turning it on. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Got the first down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Finding an escape route. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
And running really has been the key on this drive, guys. Lots of success right there. They generate another explosive play. Their success running the ball, big reason why they've been able to put up a lot of points and have a really nice lead in this one. And now back in the red zone again, they're looking to add them.
They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. And the Hurricanes didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. They keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. Relentless, tough running, gets it down to the 4.
And this offense trying to be physical inside the 5-yard line. I get it, but I tell you what, Palmer, this quarterback has earned some trust from me with the day he's had.
Yeah, right now he's thinking, put the game in my hands. I'm playing well. I'm seeing the defense well. I see what they're doing from a coverage standpoint. Count on me to throw a touchdown here and help out our team.
And they decide to trot out the kicker. It's good. He's going to hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance, but Jesse and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
Syracuse might take a shot here on 2nd and short. They'll run it from the gun. And he surges up to the 36-yard. And they'll move the chain.
They needed only 1 yard. Good job by the offensive line, getting just enough push to keep this drive alive.
Motion from the wide receiver. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurt. And you could tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
They'll throw again after the incompletion. Fires to the big fella.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? 2nd down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this 3rd down manageable. Really nice job of executing that.
Almost had the completion, just missed it. Syracuse will be forced to punt. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. Just needs a crack to get a return. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. They'll christen this drive from the 28-yard line. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Defense makes the tackle, and that will probably be the final play of the 3rd quarter. We've reached a break, and Miami is holding on to the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. They'll run it from the gun. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
Going to take a shot on 2nd and short. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was knocked loose, and third down is coming. And the Canes are at the line looking to convert on third and short. They'll try to power their way ahead. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49.
And this offense does it again on third down. They have been so elite on third down all game long. That's the money down. All the coaches talk about it every single time we meet with them. They've been brilliant at it. They've built the lead, and they've got a good chance to finish this one out if they keep that up.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Somehow fits it into that traffic. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Already 2 for 2 on third down, but this time they'll need 9 to convert. Gives it on the option. Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Hurricane! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option? They add on another one, and they're about to push their record to 5-1.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get concerned, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. They've punted the last 3 times they've had it, and now really needing to put a score on the board on this possession. They stop him behind the line of scrimmage. He ran through one guy, but not through the rest. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Orange just need to get some of that yardage back here on second down. Back to pass. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. He almost picked up the first down on that one. Just a little bit short.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
He just needed a yard on third down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. The Orange will have to punt. No chance for a return. He makes the fair catch at the 26, and that's where they'll go to work. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. Trying to burn this defensive back. And it's incomplete. Good play downfield by the DB. You have a big lead in the 4th quarter. When you do that, the only explanation for it is you're trying to send a message by sticking in another touchdown.
Yeah, and saying, listen, it's your job to stop us, and right now we're eating you alive. So I think, you know, there's some psychological warfare, right? There's some, I'm going to get in your head. There's some, I want to beat you on recruiting trail and in the future, and, you know, kind of take that, a little rub their nose in it.
Takes the handoff. It's Hodges. The Hurricanes with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. The inside handoff. They'll get him stopped at the 34. He's got 10 yards on that one and a first down.
And I think as a running back, if you're this guy, you're licking your chops right now. This is what you want, right? You've got a big lead in the 4th. And you're smiling because you know you are going to get the rock. They're going to force feed you the football to try and ice this game. And he's paying him off right now. That's a really nice run.
And how does he keep running? I'd be dizzy after a spin move like that. The Canes back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. They'll put the brakes on him at the 21, give him a yard.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware.
Got some room headed to the goal line. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave him a little bit of everything on that one.
I think one of the biggest reasons why the scoreboard looks the way it does is this offense has been dominant on third down. They have found a way to stay on the field. They do it again here late, running the ball on third.
Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. And the Canes will try to punch it in on first and goal. They'll try to run it in. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns in a year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, you know, Jesse, coaches are pointing out, look at this. This was open if we had just ran the details to the right route, hung on to the football. Little things can make a big difference.
Yeah, that's why they call it a game of inches, David. But I'll say this, if you're on offense, don't go on social media this week. It ain't going to be pretty after this performance. You've got to lock in. You got to take the week of practice very seriously and find those positives that you can build off, David, you're talking about.
Got him downfield. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it. They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. To the air on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Makes the grab. I'm sorry, you're unlikely to win the game. Here's a fabulous break.
I think it's a good sign for coaches to see that their team is still fighting. They're getting blown out in this game. Nothing has gone their offense's way. They've been outmatched. But here in the fourth quarter, you like to see guys competing. You like to see guys still trying to fight. Because as a coach, you want to know the next time you take the field, which guys you can depend on and what you can build off.
He's got an alley. There he goes. Open it up. They won't get him. It's a touchdown.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll go to the ground. It's runs like that that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35. The Orange could go for it all right here on 2nd and inches. The give on the option. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a 1st down.
Well, it's an offense that prides themselves on being physical. No mystery there. You need 1 yard, turn around, hand it off, let him go to work.
Quick completion to the right. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
You got to like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, you throw it on the perimeter, they're coming up. They're not giving the run after the catch of these receivers. A lot of times you see so much damage done.
He hurls one deep down the left side. Can't make the connection. Incomplete pass, and 1 second remains.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like, they just just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the...
He lobs one high down the left side. And the pass is incomplete, and that's going to be the final play as this game is over. When you know you have a team out of class, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're